Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 55. Check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
One. Mike 56. Target.
Mariota now. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54 Mike. I hope you brought your rest, because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 11. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Watch 54. Watch 54. No chance. Set hot. Set go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Okay,
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gotta get the stop here, D. Charlie, 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight. Mike 54. Mike 54. Drop deep. 54.
Second and 10.
Check.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And the Browns first down.
Okay, break.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the draw, this is Smith. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Second and 9 now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. 20. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come, let's go.
Back to throw here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Cleveland.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go.
And this one's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Come on, D. Nice 7, let's go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Switch. Wide, get wide.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
55 is Mike, guys, 55. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 55, Mike 50. Go.
They'll set up the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
I can't believe they even let you pass. Here we go, 30 seconds to Mike. Mike, 30 seconds. Ready.
Looking to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 31-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
Ready, set. Right there. 54 Mike. I got you. You're on one, baby. Delta. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hot.
They'll set up to throw. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, check 24. Check 55 to Mike. Check box trap. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Mike 55. Mike 55.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Exit. Mike 54. Hey, here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. 4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56. It's been a long day for you. 56.
Now Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
56. Hey, get in the weight room. 56 to Mike.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 87's me. 87's me. One. Chinese Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Let's get it.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeaed double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Mike 56.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Slam, slam, slam. Go, go. I got motion. Hard. Check nine. Hey, go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Smith here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Charlie. Mike 37. Ready.
Back to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First down, Titans gain of 12. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mariota to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
56, Mike, 56.
Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 24, that's 24. 49, check 24. Watch the eye. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Mike 54, seam 6.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I know he ain't got it. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Yeah. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike on the ball.
And the blitz does come. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle but couldn't spring himself free. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check. Check. Check.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All day, every day, any day.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to number 83.
Single slot.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Go team spell. Hey, come on, oh. Mike 55. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Joker. One. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. And right 7, let's go. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Double dog.
Here's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some. Offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is Martinez. Operating from the gun. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Throwing on first down. Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down, Martinez. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mariota gives to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Martinez now throwing on first down. That's complete to Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and goal, Cleveland.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Titans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. Next week.